My name is Paul Douglas Fraley. This is the story of how I ascended to the throne of Orangia. I guess first of all, we'll start with my genealogy. Supposedly, on my father's side, I am descended from Ulor the Mighty, and he is the illegitimate son of Freyr and Freya, royal family of the elves, of the Vaynor elves, who made a peace treaty with the Aesir. And of course, on my mother's side, I am royalty, because we are descended through her mother, Lena May Agathons, who was originally a Price, to the House of Price, back down the ages to the royal house of Ap Rhys. You need that to begin with, if we become worthy to sit on the throne of Orangia and found a lodge, an Imperial Micronational Lodge. Over here at the wall, let me show you. I started out as a prince of the Church, of the Universal Life Church. Get a good gander at that. And then I was promoted to Grand Prince of Pomerania and Livonia, which qualifies me with my family background to sit upon a throne of the Imperial Micronational Lodge of Orangia. In addition, they also made me a knight of Pomerania and Livonia. Cool stuff. You know, I got all kinds of paperwork. But it all started with this, by being declared Prince of the Church in the Universal Life Church, and I finally got to this. Being promoted to the Grand Prince of Pomerania and Livonia. Now, since I'm nobility by birth, descended from ancient royalty, this qualified me, Paul Fraley, to sit upon the throne, because not only do I have the genealogy, I have the other credentials as well on my wall. So, this is how I acquired the throne. That's my story. It's not a very long story. I left out a lot of details. I don't like the fact I intend to get another title or two, just to fatten up my my biography, just for the fun of it. Also, I'm a lord of a Scottish castle called Dunan's Castle. I partially own a timeshare of Dunan's Castle with a bunch of other people, which is a what do you call that? A manorial title. That's it. It's a manorial title of lordship. So this also qualifies me to sit upon the throne. I think I got a ID card. Oh, I get up. I'm getting to be an old man. Oh. Let's watch it over here. So I keep my wallet, open it up. Don't happen to have the paperwork anymore. It was lost in the move to Muncie. I blame my careless sister, because she's the one that helped me pack. That ought to do it. I might be able to stick it here in the corner. If it'll stay or not, I don't know. Yeah, for a while it will, if it knocks it off. And there we go with my ID, Lord Paul Douglas Fraley of Dunan's Castle. Membership identification at Dunan's Castle. Therefore, as a lord of a castle, a manorial lord, I also am qualified additionally to sit upon the throne of this imperial micronational lodge, which I founded and with a great deal of help from the people, helped organize it on a few bylaws I intend to have recorded at the courthouse, and then later on take it to an attorney to finish fleshing it out. Generally, that's what one needs: records to prove your existence. You gotta have records to prove anything these days. The existence of a lodge, the existence of a micronation, almost the same thing. Therefore, I can end over here. Therefore, I have the qualifications I need. The qualifications to become emperor of the Imperial Micronational Lodge of Varangia. It seems like I'm put on airs, you know. I don't know the exact words comes to my mind. I'm not trying to show off. I'm just telling a story of how it all happened. This is how it happened, folks. This is how you get to be in a position where no one can challenge you in an imperial lodge if you sit on a throne. They can break off and split a group all they want to. Do they have a family tree of people with noble bloodlines? Do they have the proper credentials? That prevents them from saying, I'm better than he is, I'm just as good as he is, I'll start my own organization. Not if you don't have some type of title conferred upon you. You will not, because people will be willing to follow you, because when you try to knight somebody or put titles attached to their name, it's simply not going to mean as much. So I thought this is a perfect defense to guard my place on the throne. And that, my friends, is the end of the story. The beginning and the end. So now you know the rest of the story.